My child, stop for a moment. Do not scroll past this. I know your hands are busy, your mind is racing, and your heart feels heavier than you admit. But I am calling you right now, personally, because the words you are about to hear are meant for this exact moment in your life. Everything will be fine. Not because the world is suddenly calm, not because every problem has vanished, but because I am here with you, and I have never lost control of what concerns you. I know you've been asking quietly, sometimes even afraid to ask out loud, will this work out? Am I going to be okay? What if things don't turn around? I hear those questions. I hear the fear beneath them. And I want you to listen closely now, because this message is not random, and it is not late. It is on time. I am speaking to you because you need reassurance before doubt takes deeper root. You've been trying to stay strong, telling yourself everything will be fine, even when your heart trembles. You smile for others, but when you are alone, the worry creeps in. My child, you are not weak for feeling this way. You are human, and I am your father. I am not distant from your struggle, and I am not silent about your future. I am near, closer than your breath, steady when everything else feels uncertain. Hear me clearly now. Everything will be fine does not mean nothing will challenge you. It means nothing will defeat you. It means nothing will steal what I have prepared for you. It means this moment, this pressure, this confusion is not the end of your story. I am already ahead of you, working in places you cannot see, aligning things you think are falling apart. Do not rush past this reassurance. Let it settle into your spirit. Let my peace interrupt your racing thoughts. If these words are reaching you, it is because I want you to pause and receive them fully. And if this message is comforting you even a little, I want you to respond in faith. Like this video as a quiet yes to my voice. Comment so others know they are not alone either. Share this with 3 people who need to hear that everything will be fine, even if they haven't said it out loud. Hype this message so it reaches hearts that are on the edge. And subscribe, not just to a channel, but as a commitment to keep making space for my voice in your life. My child, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not about to fall apart beyond repair. I see the whole picture, and I am holding you steady through it. Stay with me. Do not skip what comes next. I am not finished speaking to you yet. Everything will be fine, because I am your God, and I never abandon my own. My child, I see you. Not just the version of you that others notice, but the real you. The one who lies awake at night replaying conversations. The one who worries about tomorrow while pretending to be okay today. I see the weight you've been carrying quietly, the pressure you don't talk about, the prayers you whisper when no one else is listening. You have not been invisible to me, not for a single moment. I know there are days when you feel stretched thin, when it seems like everyone needs something from you, and you have nothing left to give. You wonder if you're doing enough, if you've made the right choices, if you somehow missed a step that others figured out. My child, I know the comparison, the self-questioning, the silent guilt that creeps in when things don't look the way you hoped they would by now. I know how heavy that feels. I also see the moments when you tried to be strong and still felt like you were breaking inside. The times you said, "I trust you," even while your heart was trembling. I am not disappointed in you for that. I am proud of you. Faith does not mean you never feel afraid. It means you keep turning toward me even when fear is loud. And you have been doing that more than you realize. I see the tears you wiped away quickly. I see the sighs you let out when you thought no one was paying attention. I see the courage it takes for you to keep showing up, to keep loving, to keep hoping after you've been disappointed. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not failing because you feel overwhelmed. You are simply human, and you are deeply loved. There are things about your journey that only you and I know. The silent battles, the private victories, the prayers that didn't get answered the way you expected but shaped you anyway. My child, I have been walking with you through all of it. When you felt alone, I was closer than ever. When you thought I was quiet, I was working in ways you could not yet see. You may feel overlooked by people, misunderstood, or even forgotten, but hear me clearly now. You are chosen, you are seen, and you matter to me. Your story is not ordinary to me. Your obedience, even when it feels small, has meaning. Your perseverance has not gone unnoticed. I have been counting every step, every act of trust, every time you chose not to give up. Do not dismiss what you are feeling. Bring it to me. I am not asking you to pretend everything is fine before you come into my presence. I am inviting you exactly as you are, tired, uncertain, hopeful, and afraid all at once. I can hold all of it. My child, I recognize this season you are in. It is not random, and it is not wasted. I am shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is ahead. You are not late. You are not lost. You are right where I can reach you, guide you, and remind you of who you are to me. Stay close. I am with you, and I am not letting you go. My child, I need you to hear the truth beneath the words "everything will be fine." You have been using those words as a wish, as something you hope will happen when circumstances finally change. But I am revealing something deeper to you now. Everything will be fine not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because I am present, active, and faithful in the middle of what you are facing. Peace is not born from control. Peace is born from trust in me. You have been waiting for clarity, answers, or visible progress before allowing your heart to rest. You've told yourself, once this is resolved, I'll have peace. But my child, peace was never meant to come after the storm. Peace was meant to walk with you through it. I do not ask you to understand everything. I ask you to lean on me while I handle what you cannot. You've believed it, without realizing it, that if you worry enough, prepare enough, or carry enough weight, you can prevent disappointment. But that burden was never yours to carry. Worry does not protect your future. It only drains your present. I am inviting you to release the need to predict outcomes and instead trust the one who already knows them. Everything will be fine does not mean every plan will unfold the way you imagined. It means nothing will unfold outside of my care. It means delays will not destroy you, changes will not break you, and uncertainty will not overpower you. I am not reacting to your situation. I am already ahead of it, weaving purpose into places you think are setbacks. You see fragments. I see the full picture. You see what's missing. I see what's being built. And even when it feels like things are unraveling, I am not confused. I am not rushed. I am not worried. My timing is not slow, and my silence is not absence. It is preparation. Now hear me closely, my child. When I say everything will be fine, I am not making a casual promise. I am speaking as your father, who has carried you this far and will not stop now. Rest does not come from having all the answers. Rest comes from knowing who holds them. And as this truth settles into your heart, I want you to understand something else. When you receive peace from me, it is not meant to stop with you. I use reassurance like this to reach others who are barely holding on. My child, this is where I invite you to act with me. I am telling you now, when you sow into this work, You are planting seeds of light into weary hearts. As my word says, I give seed to the sower, and I multiply it for a harvest you may never fully see. I am the one placing this invitation before you. When you support this message through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal, you are opening a river so my voice can reach someone else who needs to hear that everything will be fine. The PayPal link is waiting in the description and shown as a QR code, because I make paths clear for obedience. Do this now, not later, because delayed obedience is still disobedience. I bless what you release, and I promise you, no seed planted in my name returns empty. My child, because I love you, I need to speak to you honestly now. There are patterns you've fallen into that feel natural, even responsible, but they are quietly exhausting your soul. You've been carrying worries that were never meant to rest on your shoulders. You replay conversations, anticipate problems, and brace yourself for outcomes that haven't even arrived. I do not say this to shame you. I say it to free you. You have confused vigilance with faith, thinking that staying mentally alert, tense, and prepared will somehow protect you from pain. But constant tension is not trust. It is fear wearing the mask of responsibility. I did not create you to live on edge, always waiting for something to go wrong. I created you to walk with me, steady and anchored, even when the path feels unclear. I see how you try to manage everything so nothing falls apart. You feel like if you let go, everything will collapse. But my child, holding tighter has not given you peace. It has only made you tired. You were never meant to be the one holding the whole story together. That role belongs to me. I also need to gently correct the way you speak to yourself. You are quick to take blame, quick to assume you're behind, quick to believe you should be further along by now. You measure your life against timelines that I never gave you. You judge your progress by standards that ignore growth happening beneath the surface. Be careful, my child. When you speak harshly to yourself, you are agreeing with fear instead of truth. Let me say this clearly. Rest is not laziness. Waiting is not failure. Letting me lead is not weakness. Surrender is not giving up. It is trusting the right hands with what you cannot control. And when I ask you to release worry, I am not minimizing your problems. I am reminding you of my power. You don't need to rehearse worst-case scenarios to be wise. You don't need to punish yourself with anxiety to prove you care. I see your heart. I know your intentions. And I am asking you to loosen your grip. Not because things don't matter, but because I matter more. Direction does not mean redirection. It means guidance. I am redirecting you away from what drains you and toward what restores you. I want you to notice when your thoughts spiral and pause instead of following them. I want you to bring those thoughts to me instead of carrying them alone. I want you to learn the difference between responsibility and control. You have done the best you could with what you knew. Now I am teaching you something new. Trust does not come from trying harder. It comes from leaning deeper. When you feel the urge to panic, that is your cue to pray. When you feel the need to fix everything, that is your invitation to rest. My child, I correct you because I love you too much to let you live burdened when freedom is available. I am not asking you to become careless. I am asking you to become confident in me. Step out of striving. Step into trust. I am right here, guiding you gently, and I will not let you fall. My child, I want you to lift your head now. I know the road has felt long, and some days your strength seems thinner than your responsibilities. But hear me clearly. You are still standing because I have been holding you. Every step you took when you felt unsure, every decision you made while feeling afraid, I was there. strengthening you quietly from within. You may not recognize your own resilience, but I do. You have endured things you never imagined you could survive, and yet here you are. Not because you were strong on your own, but because I carried you through moments when you thought you were walking alone. When you felt like giving up, I gave you just enough strength for one more day, and one more day became many. I know you sometimes look at your life and focus on what hasn't happened yet. You notice the doors that haven't opened, the answers that haven't come, the change you've been waiting for. But I want you to also see how far you've come. Look at the growth in your heart, the wisdom in your choices, the compassion you now carry. These did not appear by accident. They were formed through endurance, and endurance has strengthened you. You are stronger than you feel right now. Strength does not always look like confidence or certainty. Sometimes strength looks like getting up when you wanted to stay down. Sometimes it looks like choosing hope when fear felt louder. Sometimes it looks like trusting me even when you didn't feel me. And you have done all of that. I am breathing new strength into you even now. Not the kind that demands you rush or prove yourself, but the kind that steadies you. The kind that allows you to keep going without burning out. I am reminding your soul that you are not running this race alone. I am running with you, matching your pace, supporting you when you slowed down. My child, you are not disqualified because you felt tired. You are not failing because you needed rest. I do not measure you by how much you produce or how fast you move. I measure by your heart, and your heart has remained soft, even under pressure. That matters to me. I know you've questioned yourself. I know you've wondered if you are strong enough for what lies ahead. Let me answer that for you. You are strong enough because I am with you. I do not send you into anything without equipping you first. And when you feel weak, that is not the end. It is the place where my strength shows up most clearly. Let this encouragement settle into you. Let it replace the harsh voice that tells you you're not enough. You do not need to borrow strength from tomorrow. I am giving you what you need for today. Tomorrow will take care of itself in my hands. My child, keep going. Not in panic, not in pressure, but in trust. I am restoring your courage. I am renewing your energy. I am reminding you that you are capable, supported, and deeply loved. You are not running out of strength. I am your strength, and I will not fail you. My child, now I want you to listen not with fear, but with trust, because I am speaking promise over you. I do not make empty assurances. I do not comfort you with words that fade. When I promise, I bind my name to it, and I am faithful to complete what I begin. Everything will be fine, not as a vague hope, but as a certainty rooted in who I am. You are not walking blindly into the future. I am already there. I know what is coming, and nothing ahead of you has the power to undo my plan for your life. Even the things you didn't choose, even the delays you don't understand, even the seasons that feel unfair are being woven into something purposeful. I waste nothing, especially not your pain. I know you are tempted to rush the process. Waiting feels uncomfortable, and trusting without seeing feels risky. But my timing is not meant to frustrate you. It is meant to protect you. If I move at things faster, you would arrive unprepared. If I revealed everything at once, it would overwhelm you. So I guide you step by step, giving you what you need when you need it. Hear this promise clearly. I will not abandon you halfway. I will not bring you this far just to let you fall apart at the end. What I have started in you, I will finish. Not according to your schedule, but according to my perfect wisdom. You are not forgotten in the waiting. You are being formed. There are doors ahead that will open at the right moment. There are answers coming that will make sense of today's confusion. There is peace prepared for you that does not depend on circumstances lining up perfectly. I am teaching you to trust me not only for outcomes, but for the journey itself. I know obedience has felt costly at times. You wondered if choosing integrity, patience, or faithfulness was worth it when others seemed to move ahead faster. My child, obedience is never wasted. I see every choice you made to honor me when it would have been easier not to. I store those moments, and I reward them in ways that last. Do not interpret silence as absence. Do not interpret delay as denial. I am working even when you cannot feel me. I am arranging details you don't know exist yet. I am shielding you from outcomes you prayed against without realizing it. Trust me enough to rest while I work. Here is my assurance to you. You will not miss what is meant for you. What is yours will find you at the right time. What is not for you will fall away, no matter how tightly you try to hold it. You are safe in my hands. So breathe, my child. Release the pressure to figure everything out. You do not need to force doors, chase clarity, or fear the unknown. Walk with me. Listen for my voice. Obey when I nudge you. Wait when I ask you to pause. Everything will be fine because I am faithful. I am steady. I am unchanging. And I am holding your future with the same love that has carried you through your past. Stay close to me. I will lead you exactly where you need to be. My child, now is the moment where listening must turn into trusting. You have heard my reassurance, you have felt my nearness, and you have received my promises. But faith is not only something you feel in your heart. It is something you choose with your will. I am inviting you now to respond, not with striving, not with fear, but with surrender. I want you to take what hath been weighing on you and place it into my hands deliberately. Not halfway, not with conditions. Fully. Some of you have been praying while still holding on to control, asking me to help but not to lead. Today I am asking you to let go. Let go of the need to know how everything will work out. Let go of the pressure to fix what you cannot fix. Let go of the timeline you've been clinging to. This is not a passive moment. This is an active step of faith. Choosing trust is an act of courage. When you release control, you are not becoming careless, you are becoming obedient. And obedience always positions you for peace. I am calling you to quiet trust, to pray without panic, to move without fear, to wait without resentment. Some of the greatest breakthroughs happen not when you push harder, but when you finally rest in me. Stillness is not stagnation when I am involved. It is alignment. My child, speak to me honestly right now. Tell me what scares you. Tell me what you're tired of carrying. Tell me where you feel uncertain. I already know, but I want your heart engaged with mine. Prayer is not performance. It is connection. And in that connection, I will steady you. I'm also calling you to watch your thoughts. When fear rises, interrupt it with truth. When doubt whispers, answer it with trust. You do not need to argue with every anxious thought. You only need to redirect your focus back to me. Where your attention rests, your peace follows. There are steps ahead that will require faith, not clarity. You will not always feel ready, but you will be guided. When I prompt you to move. When I ask you to wait. Do not rush out of discomfort prematurely. Some things can only be learned in stillness. I'm activating your faith not for someday, but for now. Trust me in this moment, with this situation, in this season. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a willing heart. and I see that willingness growing in you already. Let this be the moment you decide not to carry tomorrow's worries into today. Let this be the moment you stop rehearsing failure and start expecting my faithfulness. Let this be the moment you choose trust again, even if you've had to choose it many times before. My child, I am not asking you to leap blindly. I am asking you to walk with me, step by step. Stay sensitive to my voice. Stay open to my leading. Stay rooted in trust. I am preparing you for what's next, and this surrender is part of that preparation. You are not losing anything by trusting me. You are gaining peace, clarity, and direction. Stay here with me. The path ahead is held securely in my hands. My child, come rest here with me for a moment. Let your shoulders relax. Let your breathing slow. You have carried enough for today, and I am not asking you to carry tomorrow right now. Everything you've heard is not meant to rush you, but to settle you. Everything will be fine, not because life suddenly becomes predictable, but because you are held by me, and I do not let go. I know when this message ends, the world will still be loud. Responsibilities will still be waiting. Questions may still linger, but something within you has shifted, even if you can't fully explain it. It is my peace taking root. Guard it. You don't need to fight for it. You only need to remain close to me. Remember this truth as you move forward. You are not walking into uncertainty alone. I go before you. I walk beside you. I stand behind you. Nothing ahead surprises me, and nothing you face will separate you from my care. When your thoughts try to pull you back into fear, return to this moment. Return to my voice. Return to trust. Everything will be fine does not mean you will never feel challenged again. It means you will never be abandoned in the challenge. It means even when you don't understand what I am doing, you can trust who I am. And I am faithful. I have always been faithful to you. Now hear me, my child. What I have spoken to you is not meant to stay hidden. There are others who are barely holding on, praying for reassurance, needing this same peace. This is where I invite you to move with me once more. I am the one placing this before your heart. When you give through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal, you are sowing light into places of darkness. You are helping my voice reach souls who feel forgotten. I told you that I pour out blessing on the seed that is sown in faith, and I speak that blessing over you now. The PayPal link is in the description and shown as a QR code, because I make obedience clear. Act now. Do not hesitate. Release what is in your hand, and watch how I release what is in mine. As we close, I want you to carry this peace with intention. Like this video as a declaration that you choose trust over fear. Comment as an agreement with my promises. Share this with 3 people who need reassurance tonight. Type this message so it reaches hearts that feel overwhelmed. Subscribe as a way of staying connected to my voice in moments when you need it most. My child, you are safe. You are guided. You are loved beyond measure. You do not need to rush into the future or relive the past. Stay present with me. Walk one step at a time. Everything will be fine because I am with you, and I always will be. Go now in peace. I am watching over you.